I just got to do it. I don't know why. We are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host once again, Kevin C. Pride, and I am joined by my guest, Dr. Joseph Fowler and Dr. Brandon Williams from Align for Life Chiropractic. How are we doing today, fellas?
We are doing well this afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Thank you for having us, brother.
Oh, not a problem, man. Y'all been working today. Y'all work today?
Oh, man.
We put in a few man hours,
That's
you know.
right. Got to lay hands. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
Now, one big thing I definitely got to ask you about: how is COVID affecting your business? Because it's hands on. It's no telemedicine for what you guys do, right?
No, not at all. So I mean, it definitely has had an effect. We've had to kind of pivot, given the current climate that we're in. So obviously we're still seeing patients on a day-to-day basis, but as such, we've had to put in additional safety precautions.
Okay.
Of course, we're wearing masks, protective equipment. Sanitizing equipment, taking things of that nature. Add an extra layer of protection between ourselves and our patients, and gloves and all that good stuff.
Right.
So
Things that I would want to see a chiropractor for.
So, a chiropractor, you want to see a chiropractor for pretty much anything. See, as a chiropractor, we take care of your nervous system.
Okay.
Your nervous system runs your entire body. All the other systems, heart, immune, respiratory, reproductive, musculoskeletal, it doesn't matter. By the nervous system. So if the nervous system is not operating properly, the system is going to operate properly. So a lot of people think of us as just being doctors. Yeah, that's true. We do take care of the back.
Okay.
But we're known as back doctors because spine that we put on as arm doctors.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So it runs the gamut: headache, sinus issues. We have cancer patients, stroke patients, babies. Our youngest patient to date, 3 days old.
Wow.
Oldest patient, 99. And so we take care of athletes, dancers. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs this.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Now, you guys both are also very big on wellness.
absolutely.
Now, when you start talking about wellness, are you talking about diet? That was
All of it, and big on wellness is because your health is your wealth. As you have it, wellness runs the gamut. So it's a combination of nutrition, exercise, proper chiropractic care, and proper rest. Those are the 4 pillars that we operate by.
wow.
All of which work in tandem to optimize your overall health.
Right. You see, nothing exist alone. Issues that the mainstream medical have, in my opinion, is they look at an individual body part, like the heart or the liver or the spleen, but they all work in tandem, as Doc said. And so if something is going on with a part, whether it be muscle or whatever, the other parts of your body are adapting to that. The question is it adapting properly?
Wow. Now, you mentioned sleep.
Right.
What is it that you guys do for sleep? Because I'm having a hard problem. Since I turned 40, I can't sleep no more. I don't know why.
well, part of the reason, Kevin, you're one of the hardest working men in Atlanta.
I'm glad
you don't have time for sleep.
Right.
But it comes with obviously proper work-life balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get to bed each night, at a particular time, and try to set a schedule, a regimen for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The best hours of sleep are between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Really?
And many of us, we fall outside of that range, so either, most of us are going to sleep, at the tail end of that range or beyond that range.
Mm-hmm.
But proper rest is key. The average individual wants to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night, because our body rests and heals and regenerates and rejuvenates in that sleep pattern. So if we're not getting proper sleep, our bodies are not able to get the proper rest and rejuvenation that they need.
That's right.
I don't think I've seen 10 o'clock going to bed since I was probably about 8, 9 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You need to take some notes.
That's right.
Now, tell us a little bit about you guys are about to open a brand new location.
Absolutely.
Down in Jonesboro, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us
South
a little
Atlanta area, yes, sir.
Right, on Jonesboro Road, but yeah, South Atlanta.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long have you guys been in chiropractic?
So we have about 15 years of combined experience between the two of us. Dr. Joe, I met Dr. Joe about 10 years ago.
Okay.
In chiropractic school up in Marietta, Georgia at Life University. And we've been thick as thieves ever since.
My brother from another mother.
There you go. So we knew that this day was going to be coming, where we were going to combine our talents and go into business together.
Right.
So 10 years later, we're here. So yes, to your point, we are opening a new venture down in South Atlanta. We're going to be up and running in about 6 weeks' time.
Yes.
So we're very excited to move into the next chapter.
Yeah.
Now tell us a little bit about some of the things that you guys treat as being chiropractors. I know you're big on sports medicine and auto injuries. What's some of the other conditions and things that you guys treat?
So as Dr. Fowler mentioned earlier, it runs the gamut. You know, we treat a lot of wellness patients. So when we say wellness, you know, that could be the individuals that, you know, that may have a chronic issue. They may have chronic headaches or chronic neck pain, chronic back pain. They may have digestive issues. They may have reproductive issues. You know,
and you can fix that through chiropractic.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Sure.
You know, as Dr. Fowler mentioned, you know, we treat the nervous system, and because the nervous system runs and operates and is the foundation for all of the other systems in the body. By working with the nervous system, we have the ability to affect change in all of those other systems.
So, like for example, erectile dysfunction.
Okay,
that is that's big.
It is big,
especially if you suffer from it.
And I'm not talking. Look, let me leave. I'm gonna keep it clean. All right. So the thing is the area, that sexual area, it's a muscle.
Okay.
All right. Penis is a muscle. Muscles need nerve innervation and they need blood flow.
Okay.
Right? So when I'm talking with my guys about erectile dysfunction, we're not just talking about that, because, you know, as men, we like to beat our chests and what we can do and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, if that area is lacking nerve supply and blood flow, what other area in the body is lacking that? Because remember what I said earlier, nothing exists in your body alone. Everything is connected. So if something is going on somewhere in the body, other parts of your body is adapting. The question is it adapting properly? In the proper adaptation could be heart problems.
Okay.
Another improper adaptation could be metabolism issues, low, high, you know. So again, yes.
Absolutely. You know, it's a cause and effect. And too often in the what I like to call the sick care model that we have in this country, we focus more on the effect and not the cause.
Okay.
So if we're looking merely at the symptom, we may be missing the cause of that system, that symptom. So you really have to trace back and look at the patient as and the overall holistic individual to get to the root cause of a lot of these issues that we face today.
Wow. Now you guys are really redefining chiropractic, because everybody that we done talk to about chiropractic is all about cracking your neck and your back and all that type of stuff. Y'all are really doing some revolutionary things.
And absolutely, and that's why we're so big on educating our patients in the community, Kevin, because people need to get a true understanding of what chiropractic is. And far too often we find that, at least it's been my experience, and Dr. Fowler's as well too, people just have a misunderstanding of what it is. You know, so that's why we have to go above and beyond to educate folks and make sure that they get a true understanding so they can get the most out of it.
Wow.
Because see, the thing about it, Kev, mainstream medical does not necessarily want people to truly know what chiropractors do.
Wow.
You know, again, what we do is natural. You know, our ancestors, you think about our ancestors centuries ago, our ancestors didn't heal themselves through all these synthetic drugs and all that. You know, well, how did they do it? They did it naturally. This is one, as a matter of fact, chiropractic is the #1 complementary alternative medicine in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. So getting it natural, going back to the natural. And I think, you know, and we talked about, you talked about COVID earlier, and, you know, God has shut this whole world down so that we can reboot. And what we're stressing that everybody needs to reboot into chiropractic.
Okay.
Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself and your
right.
overall health.
That's right.
And, you know, we're not saying that there's not a for conventional medicine.
Sure.
Everything has its
Everything
place.
has its place,
But, you know, focus on your overall health first, and focus on conservative means first. So that's what we want to hone in. There's a place, a time and a place for everything.
Yes, for sure.
Now I know you guys also are big on preaching this wellness to our community, to the Black community, because traditionally it's definitely not been something that's been big in our community. I mean, medicine alone is not something that's just hugely big in our community, but chiropractic definitely not. Why do you feel it's such an importance to start teaching this to our community?
Because knowledge is power.
Yes.
And because our health is our wealth.
Our health is our wealth.
You know, take it back to COVID. You mentioned earlier. I saw a statistic the other day. The average uninsured patient that comes down with COVID and has to be admitted to the hospital is going to walk out with an average of a $75,000 bill.
Wow.
So we have to look at our health as the number one tool that's going to help to sustain us. And we have to do that with education.
Right.
You know, so I know a lot of us have white coat syndrome, or we may have, you know, negative experiences when it comes to, you know, our health and encounters with doctors and things of that nature. But that's something not, you know, it's something you need to embrace and not, you know, shy away from.
Right.
You know your health, know your health status, know your numbers, get checked off, and, you know, take your health into, you know, take the reins over your health and not let things linger until, you know, unfortunately it gets to a point to where you can't come back from.
Right. Because, you know, right now the elephant in the room is COVID. And but one of the things that you always hear is that the people who have these conditions that before COVID, the diabetes, the hypertension and all that. Well, the thing is, if you have all that going on, it's not just COVID that can take hold of you. Any virus or disease can take hold of you, because all of that reduces your immune system.
Okay.
All right. And so that just goes back to the digestive system, what we talked about. And because 80 to 90% of your immune system lies in your digestive system. So if you're not having proper nutrition, if you're not eating right, if you are eating right before you lay down, which again causes issues with you sleeping, not being able to sleep well, because your body is fighting, trying to digest, and you trying to sleep. So that's a topic for a whole nother.
I was gonna say he like he accusing me or something.
So yeah.
Now you also explain. Let's just rewind a little bit. Explain holistic medicine a little bit, because I think a lot of people mistake what that actually means. What is holistic medicine? What is that?
Okay. Holistic medicine, to me, this is Dr. Williams's definition of holistic medicine. You know, we all may have our own individual definitions.
Right.
To me, is the whole organism.
Yes.
Okay.
In my tradition, I believe that we came from the earth.
Okay.
And, you know, once we die, we return to the earth.
Right.
God placed everything on this planet that we needed to survive and thrive.
Okay.
That to me is the foundation of holism. You know, we being the whole organism. You know, a lot of people don't know there's no cure for the common cold.
That's true.
Right. If you catch a cold right now and you take absolutely nothing for it, in a few days you will be cured of it. You cut your hand right now, you know, you get a paper cut in a couple of days, it's going to heal on its own with absolutely no intervention.
Right.
So that's holism.
Okay.
You know, God has given us everything that we need to survive and thrive. As chiropractors, what we do is we help to ensure that environment, lifestyle, and things such as that don't interfere with what God has already given us.
Right.
Wow.
And so we take on the meaning of health. Now there may be, people may have their own definitions of health and all that, but health is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. It is the complete mental, physical, and social well-being of a person. And so Dr. Williams and myself, that's what we take on. We take on all of that. So when you come in to see us, we hear what you're coming into us for, that headache, that stomach ache, that muscle pain, whatever. But we're also looking at the whole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I suffer from headaches a lot. What's some of the things that you would recommend for headaches?
Well, first of all, you know, we need to check you out to make sure you don't have any misalignments that could be causing that.
Okay.
One of the leading causes of headache, believe it or not, is a misalignment of the C1 vertebra.
Okay.
Which is the very first vertebra in the spinal chain. So we would ensure that you don't have any interference in your spine that could be causing that. But we'd also have a conversation with you about your lifestyles, you know, diet, level of stress,
Right.
You know, sleeping patterns, all that. Because again, everything works together.
Right. Exercise, all that. It's all it's like you know, when you're in school, you don't take just one class.
Okay.
You take multiple classes, right? And so if you do good in one class, but you fail in all the other classes, you're gonna fail that quarter.
That's
You
true.
will get kept back.
The chain is only as strong as the weakest
That's
link.
right. So what we have to do is we got to stop getting kept back in our health.
I hear you. Now, what makes Align for Life different than most chiropractic practices?
A lot of the things that we've been talking about, we take a different approach with our patients.
Yeah.
We're not just looking at symptoms. We're not just looking at the headache. We're not just looking at the neck pain. We're not just looking at the fact that you may have been in a car accident. We're looking at you as the individual.
Right.
Okay.
When you come in to see us, we're going to take a complete health history. Okay. We're going to go all the way back from the day you were born up to, the day that you come to see us.
That's right.
Because we want to treat you as the holistic individual that you are, not just for the symptom that you may be coming in to see us for.
Right.
So that's very important.
Right.
Not to say that other practitioners aren't doing that, but that is something that we focus and emphasize when you come to see us at Align for Life.
Right. We don't treat you like you're on an assembly line. we do not. Yeah, you are treated as if you are in a boutique, because that's what we are.
Now, y'all also said y'all treat reproductive problems. That's intriguing to me. Explain that just a little bit.
We know of several individuals that had fertility issues prior to receiving chiropractic care.
Yes.
One of which is a very good friend of mine. She had undergone fertility treatments for a number of years, and had gone several different routes unsuccessfully. But one of the last things that she tried, partly to my suggestion, was chiropractic.
Wow.
And in 6 months, she was pregnant with her first child.
Now, what was that you were able to do? Was that through some type of spine manipulation or body manipulation or supplements or?
Yeah. I mean, for us, it starts with the chiropractic adjustment.
Yes.
Okay.
By removing the interferences in the nervous system. So, like I said, we take care of the nervous system. So the first system that develops after conception. So after mom and dad gets through playing and the baby is conceived, the first system that develops is the central nervous system, which consists of the brain and spinal cord. After that, God wraps bone around it. For the brain, it's the skull. For the spinal cord, it's the spinal bone or vertebra. After that develops, then all the nerves of the body come out. Then after that develops all the organs, heart, liver, spleen, all that. So we have the ability to positively affect anything that's going on with you, because we clear the interferences from the system. So like what Dr. Wisdom is talking about, the sister that was having the issue, her brain, let's just say, was not communicating properly to the reproductive area. And so when you clear that system, along with some other things, nutrition, all that kind of stuff, but when you clear the nervous system, it allows for proper communication to occur, and thus baby.
Wow.
In that case.
Wow. That is amazing.
It is. I tell you.
Now, do you guys prescribe medicine, or is it more like supplemental regimens, or how do you deal with that?
As chiropractors, we do not prescribe medication. We do make supplemental prescriptions and things like that. We suggest certain supplements, dietary recommendations to our patients, but we leave the medicine prescription to our medical counterparts.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we are slowly approaching the end of the show, but I want to make sure that everybody can get out. If somebody wants to get in contact with you, if they're having some problems, they just want to learn more about chiropractic medicine, how can people get in contact with you?
All right, so we have our new website that's going to be launching here in the coming days, www.alignedforlifewellness.com. That's number 4, aligned, number 4, lifewellness.com. And my email, Dr. Williams, is B as in boy, WILL, D as in dog, C as in Charlie, @gmail.com.
Yes. And mine is JF Fine Spines, and that's JFPHINES @gmail.com.
All right. Any parting words before you go? What should we be doing as far as wellness? Just general wellness. What should everybody be doing? I know eating right, but more than that, what should we all be doing?
Well, the first thing I'll say is, and I say this to all my patients and my female patients, particularly like this, and that is, if you want to be fine, take care of your spine. Now, when I say fine, I'm not just talking about outside. We like to look at the outside, the inside as well. So it doesn't matter exercise, water. We have, and again, we're talking about a lot of topics we can go off into other shows with, but the sleep. I mean, you touched on a lot of it. What you need to be doing right now to not only help you, but help you avoid the COVID and all the rest of it.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to stick to the 4 pillars. If you do these 4 things, you're going to get a long way in life. All right. Proper rest, proper nutrition, proper chiropractic, and just take care of yourself.
Take care. That's
okay.
Right.
Take care of yourself.
That's right.
It's that simple. God made us simple, but yet complex at the same time.
Right.
But if we stick to the 4 pillars that we've mentioned in this show,
right.
Especially during the time of COVID-19 and whatever else we may be going through in life, you'll be fine.
Auto accident, wellness care, slip and fall. We take care of it all.
I love it. Once again, when are you guys having that opening for the new location and a new office?
So it's going to be beginning of September, and of course we're going to update our social media and our website
for sure
when that time comes. So anybody that's in the Atlanta area, we'd love to have you guys come out. We'd love to speak with you, answer any questions you might have, and of course we'd love to be able to put hands on you, as Dr.
lay hands on. That's right, we lay hands.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Joseph Fowler, Dr. Brandon Williams from Align for Life Chiropractic. Thank y'all so much for joining the show. Once again, it has been another episode of the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I'm your host, Kevin C. Pride. You can follow me on social media at IMKC Pride on all channels. Until next week, we are out.